Shut up and sit down.
Oh, hello and welcome to a North Wales side-by-side video. This is my 20,000 mile review of my Yaris GR Sport. As you can see there, I've got 19,302 miles on the car. Bought this car January 6, 2023. It is now November the 20th, 2023. And I've got a booked in for a 20,000 mile service on the 4th of December 2023. So I thought now's as good a time as any to do the review. So let's just have a quick walk around the car and a quick look. I'm up in beautiful North Wales on some gorgeous roads. As you can see, this time of the year, cars get absolutely filthy. And I have to admit, it is one dirty car at the moment. Right, let's get back in the car and start driving, and I'll do the review. Right then, 20,000 miles of ownership in less than 12 months. How many of you out there have done that many miles in your Yaris Hybrid in such a short amount of time? I don't think it's going to be many of you. Have I had any problems with the car? No, absolutely zero. I've had no recalls. I've had no warranty issues. The car's been faultless. It's done some massive road trips. If you flick through the videos, you'll see we did North Wales to Cornwall, Cornwall up to Scotland. We did a lot of I'm not going to get through there. I'm not getting stuck in that ditch. Very unusual to meet somebody up here. I definitely would have got stuck on that wet grass. Yeah, as I was saying, I had the car on a Friday, put it straight to work Friday night. The following Tuesday, I took the car up to Barnes Alswick and back because a friend of mine went to pick up a van. So that Tuesday when I got back home, considering I'd had the car 5 days, I'd already put 1,000 miles on it. So it was nicely running on varying types of journeys. I then ran it till 5,000 miles, and I personally dropped the oil and changed the filter at 5. Took it in at 10, so serviced it. I did another oil change and filter at 15, and now it's coming up for its official second service at 20. But I've had no issues. The car's been absolutely brilliant, and I still love coming out to it in the morning, getting into it and driving it. It's a really good fun car to drive. It handles nice, it's smooth, it accelerates plenty fast enough. It's never struggled to keep up with the flow of traffic. It'll sit at some crazy speeds on the motorway if you get the opportunity. Well into 3 figures if you get the chance. It's quite happy to cruise at 100 miles an hour plus. The only downside I've got against the car, and it's been with every Yaris hybrid I've ever owned, is tyre wear. The best I've ever had out of a set of tyres is just over 5,000 miles, and that was the original Bridgestones. And that's just been how all my Yaris hybrids have been. They've always mullered and eaten front tyres. It's all to do with the way the car releases its power, the electrical energy. It just kills tyres. But I can live with that, because I also drive the car quite hard. I drive it on bad roads. I use it on country lanes like this that aren't of the best quality. They tend to be really badly surfaced. I'm not using Bridgestones anymore. I'm using a different brand of tyre. A brand of tyre I really, really like. And a tyre that is predominantly a high performance sporty tyre, because I want the best out of this car in the respect of handling. Because the best thing you can do to any car is put a good set of tyres on it. The better the tyres, the better the car will feel. What's this gentleman walking up to me for? How are you? You okay?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay. How's things?
You'll only be a minute.
It's okay. I'm in no rush.
Okay.
All right then. Yeah, the best thing you can ever do to your car is put a good set of tyres on it. And the tyre I've found that works really, really well on this GR Yaris is the Kumo, the PS71. It's got a really, really good level of grip, and it's really, really good in the wet. Ah, these lads are out on a shoot. They must be out shooting pheasants. Everybody's got a shotgun over their shoulders, and they've got their dogs with them for recovery. You out shooting, are you?
No.
Pardon?
No, why?
No, I just seen all the guns. Oh, thought you were out after pheasants.
You okay, pal?
I'm very well, and yourself?
Yeah, good.
Good. Yeah, so as a car, over the last 20,000 miles, I have got absolutely zero complaints about this car. Zero issues, zero complaints, and it's just doing what it should. It's being a Toyota. It's been super duper reliable. I've not had any issues with the 12-volt battery, mainly because of the way I use the car. I use the car every single day. I'm normally doing about 500 miles a week in it, so you can do your maths. I use it 7 days a week, and you can figure out what my average mileage is a day. It's a lot more than a lot of people do in them. But would I recommend the car? Oh yes, too right I would. And I'd recommend any of the Yarises in the Yaris range. It doesn't matter which one you buy, they're all going to serve you very, very well. They're all very good cars, very well equipped. And my personal opinion is it's the best of the super minis out there. It's better than the Ford Fiesta because you haven't got the issues with the wet timing belt that the Fords suffer from. Peugeots, they also suffer with wet belt problems because they use a wet belt in their engines as well. It's better than any of the Vauxhall products because all they are now is rebadged Peugeots or rebadged Citroens. It's a better car than a Nissan Micra, a much better car than a Nissan Micra, much better built, it's much more reliable. Really, to be honest, if you're looking for a good super mini, you'll not go wrong with the Toyota Yaris hybrid. As simple as that. You will not go wrong. I've run Toyotas now since 2000. I had a 1.3 SR, then I replaced that with a 1.5 T Sport Yaris. I replaced that with a 2006 Prius, which was my very first hybrid. Put 150,000 miles on that Prius. Replaced that in 2012 with my first Yaris hybrid, a 2012. Replaced that in 2016 with another Yaris hybrid, an XL. 2020 I replaced the XL. 2016 with my 2020 Dynamic, when this shape Yaris first came out. I had one warranty issue with that car where the damper plate failed, and Toyota sorted that out, no quibble. I was only without my car for the Thursday, the Friday, the Saturday, Sunday, and I got my car back on the Monday. So I was without my Yaris for 5 days, but they gave me a Toyota Aygo as a courtesy car. That was a good fun car. I actually did a road test on that. I enjoyed that little car. One of us is going to go backwards, and I don't know who it's going to be. Probably me again. I do like going backwards. It's a shame it doesn't take the mileage off your car. So I had the one issue with the 2020 Dynamic. That happened at about 16,000 miles. Again, I made a video about it. I reset all the codes and thought initially it was just a glitch, but it happened again just before it had done 20,000 miles. At that point I went, right, okay, it's the second time. I cleared the codes that evening, and then I replicated it, did it a second time that same night. Now that was when I decided, yes, there is something wrong. Took it into Toyota. They were absolutely brilliant. There was no ifs, buts and ands. Yeah, you've got a problem. We know what it is. We'll get it sorted. And I've got no complaints about that. They knew about it. It was a documented issue. It had appeared on the internet, and it wasn't very many cars. It was a batch of cars in a build that all had this faulty component, and they all got sorted out eventually. I know somebody else who had the same problem, but that was with a 21 registered, and that was on a disability car. And again, Toyota sorted the problem out for the lady. There was no problems at all. They gave her another hybrid Yaris to run around in, and she again was only without a car for about a week. So I can't knock Toyota on their warranty claims. If they know about a problem or it's a new issue, they'll investigate it, they'll sort it out. I'm happy to carry on dealing with Toyota. I feel confident to say to anybody, buy a Toyota hybrid. Doesn't matter which one you buy, Yaris, Corolla, CHR, RAV4, Yaris Cross, Camry, whatever you want to buy, just go and buy. They'll look after you. They're good cars. I've got a friend at the moment who's just about to give up on Skodas. He's had Skodas for the last 6 years. They've been okay, but he's always had stupid issues with them. And Skoda have always been, oh yeah, no, what do you expect? It's done this many miles, and yeah, and they've always been hard work to deal with. Anyway, I've finally bought him back from the dark side, and he's going to buy a new CHR, which I'm quite excited about. Sometime this week we're actually going to road test this CHR, the new one. So I'm going with him on his test drive, and I'm going to take camera with me, and I want to get his impressions of driving it for the first time whilst we're out. So yeah, 20,000 miles, brilliant car, absolutely. I still love it. I still love it to bits. I still think it's a car that I enjoy looking at. People look at it. People ask what it is, because I think what makes my car is the ash grey with the black roof. And you don't see very many bi-tone Yarises about. Not many at all. Then you've got them big 18-inch rims. That attracts a lot of attention. The GR badge, even though it's only a GR badge, and it's mainly a trim level with different suspension, the car does drive different to any other Yaris in the range. it's weird. You've got to drive them back to back. If you took an Icon out or a Design or an XL, then you jumped into a GR Sport, you will instantly notice how much sportier the GR Sport drives, how much harder the suspension is in the GR Sport, because it is a totally different suspension setup. There's lots and lots of differences on the GR Sport to a standard Yaris. I always call them a standard Yaris. I shouldn't really do that. Icon, Design, XL. Them are the three models that are available other than the GR Sport. Yeah. Anyhow, that's my review. 20,000 miles. I hope you've enjoyed my review. I hope you take something from it. And I hope you've enjoyed my little review. And a few of the sights and a few of the country lanes up in North Wales. Because I tell you what, we've got some good roads to drive on up here. And they're not all 20 miles an hour. Not one of them roads I've just driven on is a 20 miles an hour road. Every one of them is still national speed limit, so you can have some fun on them. Thanks very much for watching.